How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys what's going on behind the scenes when I'm preparing for a new series. So a lot of people will start off their series, and just go into the series with a well-edited series and everything's going on, looks cool and everything. So I decided I would show you this random video here of like how I'm going to prepare for the next series I'm going to be doing for like my personal progress on my account. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to be doing a rebuild series. So that's coming up really soon. Right now we've got the new flipping series, like the in-depth flipping series. That's going to go alongside the old school RuneScape brand new progress series because the account's brand new. And then I'm also going to be starting a rebuild series on RS3. The main reason why I'm able to do all those three at once is because of the fact that on RS3, some of the rebuild series is going to be AFKing, which will allow me to be able to work on the old school account at the same time. So as a content creator for YouTube, you got to try to find ways of multitasking and stuff like that. So that's how I'm mostly going to be able to do that, is because of a lot of AFKing over here. So it's going to be a rebuild series, like I said. So the first big problem we see is that there is wealth on this account. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moving off as much, actually not as much, I'm moving off all of the wealth off of this account. That way that I'm able to start fresh at zero. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be leaving my placeholder items, and I'm also, whatever I have that might be augmented, which actually isn't many things. I'm also going to be keeping as well. So that's like my Virtus robe top that I've got that's augmented. I don't really have that much augmented stuff left. I've either disassembled it or unaugmented it or whatever. Also, obviously, there's cash in this account. There's if we look, so I've already moved off a lot of the stuff. I'm in the process of moving everything off. So right now, tradable wealth, we're looking at about 6.8 billion that I have to move off this account. So that's considerably less having to move than I did before. Previously I had about 20 billion on this account. This is my main account too, which I don't usually keep like that much cash on this account. I do tend to keep this one at a lower amount, but I'm going to be keeping this one at pretty close to zero for the new series. So I'm going to be moving off the rest of the 6.8. A lot of that is coming from this right here. This right here is my double experience supplies right here. And also, quick note, guys, I'm trying out one more different screen size, like screen resolution for this video. So let me know how you guys are able to see on mobile and everything. Because if it looks good on mobile and everything, this screen resolution actually works better for me as far as like making the videos. So let me know how it looks. If you're able to see, mainly are you able to read the numbers? So I've got stuff in here like these yak hides, I got these dragon arrowheads, these dragon stones, everything. So a bulk of that money is going to be right in here. And then there's stuff in here that's not tradable. I'm not going to destroy my not tradable stuff for this series. Also, what small items I've gotten here for clues, I'm going to leave in here because I'm probably going to end up doing some clues during the series. As far as this tab right here, this has most of my placeholder stuff in it, so there's a little bit of cash left over here. And then these things, I'm going to be selling off all these energies. And I'm going to keep one of each item in here. So basically my account wealth is going to come from like one of each of my placeholder items. I'm not going to destroy my 9,000 holy overloads. That would be dumb. So I'm going to keep those. Also, having overloads on a rebuild is not really that big of a deal, because the fact that it literally just makes it so you can do things a little bit faster. So it doesn't really affect like how well you rebuild, really, if you think about it. It just allows you to do certain things. Now, obviously, yeah, if you don't have them in your account, you'd have to like make them, which would cost you gold or whatever. But overall, it doesn't make that big of a difference as far as the end product, I guess you can say, for a series. So I'm not really worried about leaving these on here. All the other ones that are tradable are going to come off, like these super strengths are coming off, whatever. Looking over here, I'm going to end up leaving this loot tab right here because I'm actually going to work on this tab during the rebuild. So we've got these keystones I've got in here, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to end up doing with those keystones. I might just leave these keystones in here. I don't really know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that I should leave the keystones in here, or do you guys think that I should just sell them and then just rebuild this whole tab too? What do you guys think? Would you guys really care? And then also all this farming stuff is going to be gone, and this is all arc stuff. It doesn't matter. And I've got some random stuff in this tab. This is like my disorganized bank junk tab. So I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff here. The urns, what I'm going to end up doing with all the urns is I'm going to end up actually turning all the urns into the finished urns. That way that they are not tradable anymore, and they do not count for any account wealth. But there really be no point in me just destroying them, because I'd have to rebuy them later anyway, and they don't really actually affect the bank value in any way. So they're not really that big of a deal to leave in here. Something you have to consider when you're making a video like this is you have to like consider what would actually give you an unfair advantage, and stuff like that. I mean, overloads, yes, they do give you an advantage, but altogether they really just get you to the same place a little bit quicker. And yeah, so that's really about it. I mean, and honestly, if someone is making a series like this, if like for you, if you decide you want to make RuneScape videos, I'm hoping this video is going to help you out. If you are wanting to, you know, make a loot series like this, or not a loot series, but like a rebuild series like this, having overloads already versus grinding them out for a few hours or whatever, it's about the same process. And then they're not tradable either. So as far as like looking at the wealth calculator, they're not going to count unless you click your untradable wealth. So right now, my tradable wealth shows 6.8 billion. If I go to untradable, it jumps up to over 7.3 billion. So you can see how they do count for a lot of untradable wealth, but they don't really count as tradable wealth. So I'm not really concerned with stuff like that. Some other stuff that I'm going to end up doing before I start the series is I am going to obviously clear out all this random stuff. I can't have 500 equipment siphons. That's cheating, you know, whatever. So during the series, though, I'm going to be doing PVM, skilling, all kinds of stuff, and I'm going to be throwing a little bit of a twist on it too. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to play the game still pretty efficiently as far as XP and everything, while also rebuilding like essentially a fresh account. I did like the 0 to 100 series before, and so I'm not really concerned with doing everything at a low level possible. I'm gonna be doing stuff on like a mid level. So everything I'm gonna be doing is gonna be doing more like mid level. Maybe some stuff that's a little bit higher up there, but I'm not gonna be doing stuff like Telos and stuff like that. I'm not gonna be doing end game content during this rebuild, because I want this to be a realistic rebuild that you guys might be able to follow along with and be able to increase your bank wealth. Just because you're not starting with 0, you can also just jump in, start following the series, and then be able to build up to whatever amount of wealth. I mean, you guys can literally just do exactly what I do in the video if you really wanted to. Also, something here, I've got these chaotics, and it's actually pretty convenient because my plan right now is to augment them all, which they are now augmented, and then I'm going to just disassemble them all after they get to the levels in order to get the components from them. So I was like, actually, that's pretty convenient timing, because now I'll be able to use these augmented chaotics, because chaotics are free and you can get them for free. So they're not cheating. So I'm probably going to be starting out with tier 80 weapons by using these augmented chaotics during the series. So it was pretty convenient there, and so yeah, I'll end up being able to use those, and then I'll be able to show you guys that you can do most of the content in the game honestly with tier 80 weapons. A lot of people think they have to have tier 90s. You don't have to have tier 90s, although they're definitely a good idea, and for high level content they are a must. But I'll be able to show you guys that you can do pretty much all Slayer tasks with tier 80s. I did Slayer tasks with tier 80s for as long as I can remember. So anyway, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna be showing you guys hopefully a lot of different ways to make money, some ways you guys didn't think about. I'm also gonna be showing you my favorite way in the game to get XP and gold at the same time AFK. In my opinion, it is the best, most overpowered AFK method in the entire game, and I'll be showing you guys that during the series. So I really hope you guys enjoy the series. I'll see you when it happens. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell. That way you guys can actually see when the series starts, because there's going to be a lot of money making methods in it, obviously, because that's what it's all about. And then I'll be able to see you guys in there. So hit in the comments below if you guys have ideas for the series or stuff you want to see, and let me know those answers to the stuff I asked. All right, I'll see you guys next. See you later.